Chris, thanks for being here today.
It's a pleasure, good to be here.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
Ooh. Very proud dad.
What's a nickname everyone calls you?
Birdo.
How long have you been living in the UK?
6 years now.
What do you love most about living in the UK?
Not the weather.
What's the first thing you do when you return to Australia?
Go to a service station and get a dare iced coffee and a meat pie.
What's your favourite cross-country course in the world to ride?
Wallaby Hill.
Who's your biggest rival on the competition scene?
The cross-country course.
What's one thing you never leave home without?
Underpants.
What do you miss the most about living in Australia?
The weather.
What do you like most about teaching Australian riders?
They are fun to teach, I have to say. They're always enthusiastic, and these days they think I'm pretty cool.
What is Nelson Pessoa like as a coach?
Unbelievable. That man's a rock star.
What's the best piece of advice he's ever given you?
Don't do the wrong course.
Do you have any pre-competition rituals?
Yeah, I polish my boots. The more nervous I am, the more I polish them.
What's your most memorable Olympics experience?
Oh, Rio, of course.
What was your first Olympic experience like?
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to be selected for London, and that was a great thrill for me as well.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
How do you deal with UK coffee?
Yeah, you're right, it's just not as good over there.
Which horse has shaped your riding career the most?
I'd have to say Dio Giovanti, my young rider horse. He was really cool. Proper little thoroughbred and could do it all.
What's the biggest change you've had to adjust to since becoming a dad?
Lack of sleep.
What's one thing people don't know about you?
I am a good skier.
What's your most embarrassing horse story?
One time at Adelaide, I was trotting around what I thought was the warm-up arena, because that's where it was the year before, and I noticed there were dressage judges at the warm-up arena. It was, of course, the final arena.
Do you have any hidden talents?
Wouldn't call it, I don't know if my wife would agree it's a talent, but I can play the guitar.
Vegemite or Marmite?
Vegemite.
What's your favourite thing to do outside of horses?
Play golf.
Favourite place in the world?
Sydney Harbour.
Pet peeve?
Australian drivers going below the speed limit in a fast lane.
Best book you've ever read?
I'm not a good reader.
One piece of tack you can't live without?
A set of reins.
Number one quality you look for in a horse?
Quality.
What's your go-to exercise with all your horses?
I have 2 poles on the ground that anyone that's had a lesson with me will know about.
Who is a rider you most look up to?
Marcus Enning.
Who or what do you credit most to your success?
My mum was really useful in getting us riding as a young rider, and now my wife.
What's a piece of advice you'd give your 15-year-old self?
I would say enjoy it, mate. It's a hell of a ride.
Best gift you've ever received?
My son.
How would you describe the feeling before cross-country?
Nerve-wracking.
Mares or geldings?
Don't care.
Horse past or present that you would love to ride?
Nureyo, Andrew Nicholson's lovely horse.
What would you be doing if you weren't involved in horses?
I think I'd still be working with horses in some way, maybe coaching.
What's something you still want to tick off your bucket list?
There's a Extreme 19th in South Africa where you chopper up to a tee off on a cliff and hit a golf ball down onto a huge green.
What's one thing you can't live without?
My family.
What's the last non-horse trip you went on?
We went to Scandinavia recently and went husky sledding and looking for northern lights, and that was the coolest place I've ever seen.
Alright, only 5 questions to go. When did you realise eventing was going to be your career?
I don't know, I'm still in my gap year.
What's one thing about Shane Rose people would be surprised to know?
Yes, he thinks he's a better golfer than I am, but he's not.
What do you miss most about the Australian eventing scene?
Sitting on a tail ramp at the end of the day having a drink.
What can people expect from your masterclass at EQUITANA Melbourne?
There'll be a lot of talk about softness and harmony between horse and rider.
How can people keep up to date with you during the eventing season?
On social media, of course, and the wonderful competition televised programs they have these days.
And who have you got here?
This is my son Harry. Hey monkey, you're a mess. You got a snotty nose.
We can't wait to see you at EQUITANA, Chris. Thank you.
Look forward to it.